of a Titan, the full story of Hercules, from cradle to immortality.
Welcome back to another epic adventure. We're about to dive into the complete, uncensored life story of one of history's most badass figures, Hercules. This tale is packed with love, madness, battle, and redemption. Before we get swallowed by the details and start with baby Hercules' snake wrestling, take a quick second, smash the like button on this video to boost our energy for making more detailed stories. And if this is your first time seeing our channel, you absolutely must subscribe so you don't miss any of our captivating tales. Thanks a ton. Let's get into Hercules. Part 1. Roots in the rise of the hero. The controversial birth. Zeus's son, Hera's enemy. Our story begins in the heart of ancient Greece, a time when the Olympian gods were very active. Who was Hercules' father? None other than Zeus himself, king of the gods, the one who invented lightning. Zeus, not exactly known for his fidelity, fell in love with an incredibly beautiful mortal woman named Alcmene. The result of this illicit affair was the birth of Hercules. This is where the disaster began. Zeus's official wife, the powerful and supremely jealous Hera, harbored an eternal grudge against Hercules. Hera swore she would turn the life of this illegitimate child into a living hell. Battle in the cradle. The stories say Hercules was still an infant when Hera sent 2 gigantic snakes into his crib to strangle him. Imagine, at an age when other babies are just crying, little Hercules, without fear, grabbed the 2 snakes with his tiny, powerful hands and squeezed them until they were dead. The sight terrified everyone, but they all understood that this child was not an ordinary man. Fiery youth, power without limit. Hercules grew up, tall, athletic build, and unimaginable strength. He was an unrivaled hero, but he had one major flaw: excessive anger and arrogance. Hercules married a beautiful princess named Megara, and his life seemed to calm down. Everything appeared perfect: a brave hero, a loving wife, and sweet children. Part 2. The dark madness and eternal guilt. Hera's catastrophe. Why did Hercules kill his wife and children? Hera's grudge never ended. She found an opportunity to take her revenge. Hera cast a terrifying spell or madness, like a severe psychotic break, upon Hercules. In those moments, Hercules wasn't himself. He hallucinated that his wife, Megara, was his enemy Hera, and his children were Hera's spawn. In a black, uncontrollable flash, Hercules killed his wife and children. When the madness lifted and Hercules regained consciousness, he saw a scene that shattered his world. He immediately realized the horrifying act he had committed. Utterly devastated, he wanted to commit suicide, but a good friend named Theseus stopped him and convinced him to find a way to atone for his sin. Plea for redemption, the oracle's command. Hercules went to the temple of Apollo and asked the oracle of Delphi, the famous prophetess, what he must do to cleanse his guilt. The oracle decreed, "You must go to the city of Tiryns and become a slave to King Eurystheus for 12 years. You must perform every impossible task he commands you to do to find redemption." This was total humiliation. Hercules, the son of Zeus and the strongest man in the world, now had to serve under a weak and cowardly king. Challenge and comment question. If you were in Hercules' shoes, knowing you were not in control of your actions, would you still sacrifice 12 years of your life to atone? Share your answer in the comments below. Part 3. The 12 Impossible Labors. Eurystheus, who feared Hercules, devised 12 missions for him, certain that Hercules wouldn't survive any of them. These are the famous 12 labors of Hercules. 1. The Nemean lion, bulletproof skin. First labor, slaying the Nemean lion. A lion with armor-like skin that no weapon could pierce it. Hercules fought the lion barehanded and eventually strangled it with pure muscle. Afterward, he skinned the lion, and the Nemean lion's hide became Hercules' armor forever. 2. The Hydra, teamwork. Second labor, slaying the Lernaean Hydra, a multi-headed water serpent that grew 2 new heads for everyone that was cut off, and its breath was poisonous. Hercules went with his nephew, Iolaus. Hercules would chop off the heads, and Iolaus would quickly use fire to cauterize the wound to prevent new heads from growing. That's how they finally got rid of the Hydra. 3. The Erymanthian boar, hunting with patience. Fourth labor, capturing the Erymanthian boar alive. Hercules chased the boar until it reached a snowy region and became exhausted and trapped in the snow. Hercules hoisted it onto his shoulders and brought it back to Eurystheus. They say Eurystheus was so terrified he hid inside a large bronze jar. 4. The Stymphalian birds. Air battle. 6th labor. Destroying the Stymphalian birds, man-eating creatures with bronze feathers and metal beaks that shot like arrows. Hercules had to use bronze clappers given to him by Athena to scare the birds into flight, then shoot them down with his poisoned arrows. 5. The Augean stables. 1-day cleanup. 5th labor. Cleaning the stables of King Augeas. These stables were so huge they hadn't been cleaned in 30 years. Hercules diverted the channels of 2 nearby rivers, making the water flow right through the stables. In a single day, the stables were completely clean. Talk about a cool engineering solution. 6. Hippolyta's girdle. Feminine troubles. 9th labor. Retrieving the belt of Queen Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons. Hera intervened and spread rumors that Hercules intended to kidnap the queen. A battle erupted, and Hercules was forced to kill Hippolyta to take her belt. 7. Cerberus, the 3-headed dog, journey to Hades, the 12th and final labor. Bringing back the guard dog of the underworld, Cerberus. This was the ultimate suicide mission. Hades stipulated that Hercules must subdue the dog without any weapons, using only his brute strength. Hercules succeeded in choking the dog into submission and brought it to the world of the living. Eurystheus nearly fainted from fear and demanded he take him back down. Part 4. The Glorious End and Immortality. By completing the 12 labors, Hercules paid his debt and was cleansed of his sin. Zeus carried Hercules' spirit up to Mount Olympus and granted him immortality. Hercules was transformed into a god and took his place among the other deities. The story of Hercules is the story of someone who fell at the peak, committed a sin, and was willing to travel the hardest path possible for redemption. It shows that even from the biggest mistakes, the greatest acts of heroism can be forged. If you enjoyed the details of this long and engaging story, please like the video. For our channel to grow stronger and to produce more high-quality, detailed stories for you, be sure to subscribe right now and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next ones. And one more thing. Tell us in the comments whose life story, which mythological figure or ancient hero would you like us to cover next with complete details? We're waiting for your feedback. Until the next story, peace out.